What's the goddamn button? What's the goddamn button?
Dr. Cheyenne Bryants. What a web we weave. What a web we weave. Now, as somebody who expresses very clear that their intentions is to bring people out of the darkness into the light, clearing the cobwebs, realigning themselves to become a better version so that they can cultivate healthier relationships in any aspect whatsoever. You consistently do things to me that come off as grifting. This feels grifting. This feels it feels like you're crying out for attention and you don't really care what type of attention you get as long as you get it. Roller footage. I got two clips I want to play. This is audio from Corey. The other one, River TV. Let's go.
This picture is a precautionary tale.
That's a lot of has-been bitches. But nah.
That's you. I'm glad you said it before I did.
Yeah.
This picture is what you don't want to be at their age. And I love Claudia Jordan, but I'm just keeping it real, man. I look at the women in this picture and I'm like, wow, I can't believe they would take a picture together. This picture is a
Question: do anybody care that she's dressed like that at her age? Does that bother you? Should it even be a conversation piece? Someone you would say, why you care so much? That's not your life. It's none of your business. It doesn't directly affect you, but actually what she does kind of affect me. And I'm gonna tell you how. Because women like her, they get up here and they talk shit just like everybody else. They got a microphone and they have conversations about things that actually affect other men and women, giving advice about how to appropriate in a relationship, how to give and receive, what's appropriate, what's inappropriate. She goes down a long laundry list of deficiencies that a person has, traumas they haven't healed from. She goes in and out of different topics, speaking so eloquently while also coming off as if she's above and beyond certain people, but also trying to make it come off as if she's this humble person. Her messages are wishy-washy. And for you to be dressed like that while also expressing freedom, equality, having a certain level of respect for men and women and how we're supposed to treat each other, this does not, I don't know what the fuck is going on with you, to be honest. When I see that video and I see women like her at her age dressed like that, you know what I'm thinking. You trying to continue to live a lifestyle that you lived when you were 15, 16, 17 years old, 18 and up. You still want to run a street. You have no desire to be under anybody else's leadership. You have money, so all you really require is some occasional sex here and there, but you don't want nobody to put you on any type of program unless you're the dominant one, and you don't want to be the dominant one either, but you want to, but you don't. I know it's confusing, but you know what I'm talking about. Nobody is about the wife that it's already bad enough with the shit you say out your mouth, but you come out in public like this. Does that say, oh, take me serious? I'm going to be your helpmate. I'm going to be your rib. I'm going to support you in all that you do. I'm never going to turn my back on you. I'm never going to leave you behind. I don't know. Let me go over here to this next clip from Miss River TV.
Portray yourself lets us know how people should perceive you. And it just reminds me of the conversations that I had about even the likes of Sierra, right? A lot of people had this opinion that I don't like Sierra, or that, you know, I'm not a fan of her music or whatever. And that's really not what it is. I don't appreciate when people stand at the front line, like Sierra talked about, you know, the Sierra prayer.
I'll tell you a few things that I did pray. You know, I prayed for a God-fearing man. I prayed for discernment. I prayed for wisdom, to really learn from the wisdom that I'm gaining through the experience that I'm going through.
And, you know, her and Russell would be like on the front pew at church, okay, doing the most and being a part of church conferences. And then at the same time, she showed up to the Vanity Fair party dressed like this. And so it's like a contradiction thing. And it's the same thing with Cheyenne Bryant. Okay.
Exactly. Nothing different. Y'all both up there in age. You shouldn't even be dressing like that anymore. You preaching the word. You're using all this jargon. Sticking your nose out at everybody else. Nick Cannon, Shannon Sharp. You got something to say about everybody. Bringing God in it and all that. But here you go stepping out like that. But you want people to listen to you. So I understand why she had to say what she said, because a lot of y'all be getting real sensitive, man. You can critique people without actually having some type of vendetta against them.
Okay, she goes to these places. She always is quoting the Bible, and
I think the Bible says cleave. One person. This is cleaving. That when you have God's understanding, which, you know, surpasses, you know, God's peace, which surpasses all understanding, you become vertical in who you are.
Desired
and not
deserved.
God can, God will.
God will.
God is doing everything right now.
Yes.
Okay. He doesn't leave or forsake us. It's not
Yes.
that he's not doing, it's that we're not receiving. Again, I want people to know that God's promises are always sitting right there available for you. And I'm telling you, what breaks that promise open is our obedience and our trust and our faith in him.
and you know, standing there from like being like a therapist perspective, from a Christian mindset, and then you walking around the party with your cheeks out. I don't get it. I personally don't get it. And, you know, in the seat that she's in, right, saying that she is coaching people, or she is standing in the gap for relationships and marriages and stuff like that, like
That's the problem. That's the problem. It ain't hate, it ain't envy, it ain't jealousy, it ain't none of that. It's you living double lives, and then you're trying to tell people how to live theirs and shit. But you got your cheeks out. You're grifting. You're trying to speak to two different audiences, but you're constantly contradicting yourself. Like constantly. Why should and why would anybody listen to you? You're not even a reflection of the things that you talk about. Actually, matter of fact, scratch that. You are absolutely a reflection of everything. that you talk about, because you do everything that you talk about. Everything. People just don't see it.
The fool. Why I gotta be the fool?
Nobody is really paying attention. If you watch her interviews and then you see her in her element, everything is right there in front of you. Y'all still listen to her though. Don't know why. Can you give great advice being a hypocrite? I don't know. I don't know. Y'all be the judge.
Welcome aboard the flight. This is Pilot Pusha talking. We going back to Memphis and coming straight from New Orleans. The estimated time of arrival is about an hour, and I can turn your ghost if you try and play with my power. So when you look up and see the sun flashing, stay in your seat. If the flight attendant say you making trouble, then we got beef. The turbulence might get rocky. You better not spill your food. This